Hi everyone. Okay, now I'm on the right account.
What's up, Ford?
I went live on the wrong account, so sorry for the 2 minute delay. I'm gonna go live with Jock, who, for those that don't know, plays Terrence in tonight's episode and does a beautiful work. So I am going to request him now. I hope you guys are enjoying the live takeover. You guys, I haven't gone live in so long. I forgot how to add Jock to this. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, man. Okay, this one? Request to join. Okay. What about this? Oh, here we go. My apologies for the technical errors happening currently. Come on. I'm struggling with some technical difficulties. Why does it always start like this, everyone? Why? Here we go. Nope. Jock, if you're on here, can you send me, let's see. Send me a request to go live. I can't seem to invite you for some reason. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying the takeover so far, even though this live is starting off a little rough. We're also filming in a location that does not have the best reception, so I hope that that isn't a huge issue and that all of this is coming through. And Jock, if you are there, we are going to go live together very soon. We are going to figure this out. View requests. Anyways, I'm very excited to go live with Jock. And I'm very excited for you guys to meet Jock and to see Jock's performance. And I'm really excited about the giveaways, everyone. I hope you guys are excited for them. I didn't know that ABC had all this merchandise. You guys, I might have to cancel and figure out how to get Jock on here because I can't seem to see Jock anywhere. Jock, are you on there? Are you on there? Ford's right here. I'll at least give you guys Ford in the meantime. Ford, you want to say hi? His sister just left, so he's very sad. Oh, come here, Bubba's. Oh, can you say hi to everyone? Can you say hi? Okay, someone said tag him. Why is technology so tough sometimes? What, Bubs? What? Okay, I'm going off and signing back on with Jock because I can't figure this out. And I'm getting frustrated. Okay, wait. Please work. Nope. I'm going off and I'll be right back. I'm so sorry that this is taking forever and why there's always issues. Technology. Okay, I'll be back with Jock. Sorry for the... Okay, round two. Ready? We're gonna make this work. Okay. If I did this right this time, this should work. And we're back. Hi, Jock.
What's up?
I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. There's always a technical difficulty situation at the beginning of these.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. That's why we got to learn how to pivot, you know.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I was like, why can't I find you when I was like trying to request it? Anyways, enough about me and my inability to figure out how to work this. How are you doing?
I'm blessed, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I want everyone to get to know you. Just so you guys know, Jock plays Terrence in tonight's episode, and he killed it. You had me crying on set. I was like, no, 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 keep it together, keep it together. Your performance was absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait for everyone to see it tonight. So
Thank you.
I
I
just wanted to
appreciate
make sure I put that out there.
it.
Of course.
For sure.
Terrence, tell me a little bit about Terrence. I just called you Terrence instead of Jock.
Hey,
Jock,
I'm
tell me.
Terrence today. I'm Terrence
Yeah,
today.
it's how I know you. Jack, tell me a little bit about yourself and like when you wanted to be an actor. When did you know you wanted to be an actor?
So I'm originally from Opelika, Alabama, a small town. I grew up. There was about 19,000 people, and where I spent most of my time was with my grandmother and my great grandmother in a smaller place called Salem, Alabama, and they lived on a farm, about 100 acres, raised cows. You know, they had all animals, chickens, pigs, whatever. We had it all.
Yeah.
So I knew at age 6 that I wanted to be an actor. We were watching Oprah one day, and at my grandmother's house, they had the old school floor model TV, and they had CBS, ABC, NBC, and Fox. Those were the only channels they had. And Oprah was like God in human form to black women, you could imagine at that time. So Oprah was interviewing an actor, and she was just so thrilled and like so in awe of like the work that this person had done. And for me, because if they can affect Oprah,
Jack, oh, you froze on my end, but I think it's okay.
I'm
Are
back.
you there?
Yeah.
You're back. You were. You said you just left off where Oprah was so impressed by this actress's performance. Oh no! Why is it doing it again? No, I'm gonna find better reception. Maybe in this corner. Is anyone else having the same internet reception problem I'm having right now? Oh no! 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 Hi everyone. You're just seeing me go through a moment of just saying no because I'm so sad. Let me get Jack back on here.
Oh,
Hi.
we're back.
Technology. Okay, so you had just left off on saying you're watching Oprah and watching her be just so enamored by this actress's performance.
Yeah. So in my head as a 6-year-old, I was like, if if this person who's acting and they're performing, doing something that they love, I want to be able to affect people to that magnitude, essentially. And I didn't know how to articulate that as a kid, but I knew I wanted to act, you know. So
Yeah.
I told my great grandmother and my grandmother at the time, we were all watching, and I was like, I'm gonna be an actor. And my great grandmother said, well, there's no actors in Alabama. And I said, well, I'm gonna be the first. And from that moment on, I didn't take it as if she didn't believe I could do it. I just took it as it's hard to believe in something you can't see. And it was kind
Oh
of like a
yeah.
warning, like, that's tough. And, it was kind of like a life goal of mine. And I never really told anybody else from that point on. I just kind of did.
Really?
No, I never told anybody. I did school theater and
Yeah.
church plays, but everybody just thought I was doing it, as a hobby. But for me, I was preparing for like, what I was gonna do in life. So yeah, I never told anybody until I got ready to do it in 2011.
So since you were 6, this has been a part of you since you were 6.
Yeah,
This has been in you and you knew it.
the next year, I did my first thing. It was a Black History play,
Mm-hmm.
and I was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And
Wow.
everybody, all of the kids had, different people, and they went on stage and they said, "Hey, I'm Rosa Parks. I'm known for X, Y, and Z." and you sit down. But I lied to my mom and told her that I had to learn the whole "I have a dream" speech. So she took me to the library and we printed out the speech. And every day while she was cooking dinner, she made me go over the speech until I remembered it. So the way God set it up is when we got ready to do the play, they saved me for last, not knowing. I didn't tell them. And when they called me up, I just started the whole speech.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And when I finished, everybody stood up like, "Oh my God, this is so amazing." And I knew at that moment in time that
Wow.
I was put on earth to do this.
You get me emotional, just so everyone knows. Jock did this to me on set too. Like, not even just when you were performing, but when you were talking about 9 years waiting for a role like you played on tonight's episode. And I just, your passion and your heart for what you do and what you love is intoxicating. And it's just so refreshing too, because the longer you're in this industry, sometimes the harder it is to see where it all stemmed from, and you're so grounded in where you came from and in your passion for this job, and it's just beautiful.
I
Oh my
appreciate
God. Let alone people standing, were they not like completely applauding and clapping and crying like the entire, like I would have been bawling my eyes
it.
out if
Yeah,
I saw. And how old were you at that age?
I was 7 at the time.
Like
Yeah.
I was
So yeah, people were crying. My teacher probably talked about it for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'd have been talking about it for 2 years, like till today, and be like, "Do you remember that day when Jock went up there?
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah. My
realize he was
mom,
going to
my
give the
mom was
entire speech."
proud. My mom expected it because she helped me learn it.
Yeah.
But she found out that day that I kind of told her a lie. But she was happy, of course. Like, "I'm proud of you," and it was
But
dope.
don't lie to me again.
Yeah, but don't lie again.
The mess.
Yeah.
Um. So we continue on that. What advice would you give other actors out there, other aspiring actors?
The advice I would give is to start now, wherever you are. Don't let your location hinder you. Like I said, I started at 7 in Opelika, Alabama. If it's a local play, a school play, a church play, and now in the age of technology, we have the internet. So you can literally study and take classes online through Zoom. Training is very important. Um, no matter where you are, where you're starting, if you have a little bit of money, just try to find a class that isn't so expensive and just start now and don't listen to anybody that tells you anything other than your heart does.
Are there any books that you remember that you really loved, or methods? I know there's, Stella Adler and Stanislavski and stuff. Did you ever
Yeah,
train in any of that, or no?
yeah, Stanislavski, Clifton Powell, who's my one of my mentors, he put me on that book like a couple years ago. And
Yeah.
up to then, I hadn't read many acting books. And that one, and I read another book that's called How to Book the Role.
Ah,
Yeah, and
was
it's
that super beneficial?
oh yeah, yeah,
So that's
definitely.
the one. So screw
Yeah,
like the techniques. Just read the one that says how to book the role.
yeah, and
Like you don't need the techniques. You obviously figured it out with that.
yeah,
Um,
it basically just breaks it down to simpler forms of
yeah,
certain do's and don'ts of auditioning, and yeah, it definitely made it plain as day for me.
good, good. I'm glad. I People ask for advice nowadays, and I've been doing this since I was a kid, and I don't even know what to say anymore because times have changed so much. And I know, especially even now, like everything's on tape. And
Hmm.
I don't even know how to like advise people. Like I honestly, if I had to like go into auditioning again right now, I'm so scared because I would have to learn how to put myself on tape with the blue background and
Just
the
call
proper
me.
light. I'm gonna be calling you, Josh.
Just call me.
I'm
Listen,
gonna be like,
I
help
I
me out,
started.
please.
Yeah, I got my start in Atlanta. Like I said, late 2011, early 12, and every 90% of auditions there are taped. They always
Yep.
have been. So we learned the art of taping, and they're more of a stickler for how you do it, how you look, lighting there than everywhere else. So if you can tape there, you can definitely tape New York and LA. So you kind of learn the skill of taping. It's
Yeah.
literally a skill. And you know, most people who are phenomenal actors that have never taped, they overthink it because they feel like they can't move, they feel like they can't do certain stuff, and it's just a matter of getting comfortable and knowing that you can still be yourself. You just got to kind of do it here and here, you know.
Yeah, I'll definitely be calling you when that day comes, Jack.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's book.
I'll be like, please, please help me with this. Um, okay, so looking at your Instagram page, and by the way, going back to your story, you ended up working on all those channels: ABC, NBC, CBS.
All of those channels that my grandmother had on her TV, I've now worked on all of them.
Which again,
Yes.
it's just like you get me emotional every time with your story. I just I also though following your Instagram and checking things out. You played collegiate football. So
Hmm.
what are the similarities between playing collegiate football and professional acting? And then how did football prepare you to be an actor?
The
I'm reading
similarities,
my questions. I'm like I have questions. I'm trying to read them.
yeah, you're good. Yeah, the similarities would be just basically the grind of it all. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? The putting in football, most people just see the games. They don't see the practice, the training, um, the conditioning. In college, you know, they don't see the study hall, the class, the traveling. They just see you on the field on Saturdays. And in acting, people just see you when you're on Station 19 on December the 16th. They don't
Yeah.
see the years of training, you know, the sacrifices with jobs and social life and the disappointments. They don't see all of that. So just those two things are parallels. And how football helped me for acting is, I would say, just the physical preparation and abuse and the grind of football on your body. It put everything in life after football into perspective for me because I was like, when I started acting, I was like, if I can endure all of the stuff that I did as a football player, then a simple no can't break my heart. You know, it's just a no. You know,
Yeah.
the worst that they can do in this industry to me is tell me no. There is a
Hmm.
lot worse that could happen to me on the football field. You could literally get hurt or die if the injury is bad enough. So I kind of put it into perspective, and it's made my journey that much more endurable.
You're so grounded. It's just I can't stop. I just can't. Um, that's amazing, and that completely makes sense. And it's great that
Yeah.
you're able to gain that perspective.
Mhm.
What is your favorite role you've played so far? And you don't have to say tonight. If you just take out tonight, you can
So
say tonight's if you want, but
so
don't feel obligated.
so I can't say tonight.
You can say it if you want to. I just don't
Oh,
want you
it's
to feel
it's by
obligated.
yeah, it's by far tonight though. And
Really?
just yeah, the conversation that you and I had, you know, that lets you know. You know, I've done some other dope stuff. You know, I got a chance to work with Oprah, and I
On
got a chance
what?
on her show Greenleaf that she produced,
Yep.
and
Yep.
she also acted in, and my scene was with her, and I got a chance to tell her the story, and she cried and hugged me and told me, you know, that it was a blessing to work with me, and you know that she told me I was going to be a star, you know, to just keep going. And I got a chance to work with Shaquille O'Neal, who's another childhood idol of mine, and I've done SWAT and Blind Spot and Queen of the South. I've done all these shows. I got a chance to work with a bunch of my friends on this show called The Quad, and that was phenomenal because it was a bunch of people that I started with. And you know, I've done these amazing things, but this role, man, this role is just is for me it's life changing because of the depth. So Terrence Tillman definitely is number one.
Well, you knocked it out of the park. I can't wait for people to see it tonight. You really are the epitome of someone who follows their dreams and does it like just fearlessly, man. And everything's come true. I mean, you worked with Oprah. Like,
Yeah, I got a chance to go to Oprah. I did, and
um,
that was kind of just a it was kind of just a wink from God to let me know, you know, you're on the right path. You're doing what I intended for you to do. Just keep going, you know.
Wow. I always have to take deep breaths. I'm like, okay. It's just so beautiful. I hope everyone's feeling the same way I'm feeling. Just meeting you really had an impact on my life, and we worked together. What, 2 days, 3 days? Was it three
Yeah, like
days in
3 days.
total? And you just. I hope that even people watching this, you make an impact. Based on the fact that Terrence Tillman is your favorite character, I'll ask some episode specific questions. What was the
Yeah,
casting process like for getting cast for this? Was it on tape as well?
it was on tape.
Amazing.
So I got an email on a Friday from
Hmm.
my agent, and I seen the name Terrence, Station 19, and I went to open it, and I got another email immediately, and my agent said, "Hey, don't worry about taping. There's an offer out for this role." So I didn't even open the script. I was like, "All right, cool." So I get an email Sunday night at like midnight, and it's my agent, and she's like, "Hey, this role has been re-released. Um, I know it's late. If you don't get this, it's okay because it's due at noon tomorrow." And I was like,
No,
"Yeah."
no.
So I just happened to be up. So I responded and I said, "Hey, no, I'll have it in first thing in the morning. I'm studying now." So I opened the script and I read through it. And the first time I read through it, I cried and I had chills and I looked up and I said, "Thank you, God." I knew immediately I booked the role. I can't
You
make
just
this up.
knew it.
I just knew it.
That's yeah,
I
yeah,
just knew it. I've never had that. I mean, I've had roles where I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have a good chance of booking this."
yeah.
But for some reason, as soon as I opened the script and read it, I said, "Thank you, God." I
I
just knew.
believe that. I just
Yeah,
100% believe that you were 100% meant to play this role. So I could see that you just knew it in your bones and in your heart. You're like, yep.
yeah.
And then it
So
happens.
yeah, it happened. So whatever happened, I don't know what happened with the other person, but it was God. You know, whatever happened, you know, it was God. It was all ordained. I can't take any credit for, "Oh, I just killed an audition and I just knew." No, it's none of that. It was all ordained by God for me to be Terrence Tillman. And
So,
I'm thankful that I have the gifts and the ability to do the job.
yeah. Yeah, you definitely have the gifts and the ability to do the job, but yes.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I'll give you some credit too. You definitely knocked it out of the park. I'll be the one to say it. But yes, I do think you're right. Everything happens for that reason that we'll never fully understand sometimes. And
Yeah.
it happens all the time. How similar are you to Terrence, do you feel?
I'm very similar to Terrence in the manner of he doesn't want to put his burdens on other people. Um,
Mm.
you know, I don't want to give out too much of, you know,
Spoilers.
yeah, 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 but you know, in the scene that we were, you know, when
In.
you first started crying, you know, he it's all because he doesn't want to put his burdens on other people, and he loves everyone around him, his family, his friend. I feel like he developed a love for you guys, and he only known you guys for a couple hours just because he could sense the genuine vibes. And I'm very similar to Terrence in that manner. Um, I left that set loving each of you, you know, and I only worked with you guys for some guys 4, you 3 days, and you know, I felt a connection with Terrence from that side of things. Yeah,
That makes sense. I can see that. I can 100% see that. Like
yeah.
this, I was like, hey, let's go live. We made a connection.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not married. I'm single, and I don't have kids. So I couldn't relate to Terrence in that way.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of method. So I was on like the producers, like as soon as I got casted, like, "Do you know my wife? Do you know who my kids are? Do you know?" And finally they just sent me all the information, like, "Hey, here they are. We casted them. Here's the emails. You can reach out." And me and
Oh my
Stacy,
God.
yeah, me and Stacy, we talked every day until it was time to film. I didn't. The only person that I would answer the phone for that was a woman was my mom. Like the whole time I was filming, because to me I was married. Like I didn't need any confusion. I didn't want. To me, I was Terrence Tillman and I was married. Every
You
time I
were
went to
at,
Starbucks,
yeah.
my cup said Terrence. What's your name? Terrence. You know, so yeah, it was real for me. I had to be married and I had to have kids. So yeah.
Full method. I love it. And when you say Stacey, you're talking about Stacey K. Black, correct?
Stacey Greenwell, who played my wife.
Oh, with Stacey. I was
Yeah,
like, wait, who were you on the phone with every day? Stacey
yeah.
K. Black, our directing producer as well, is like so passionate like that I wouldn't be surprised. I thought you meant that
Yeah.
you were on the phone with her every day, and I was like, I can see this. I can see this.
Yeah.
But no, and Stacey was phenomenal when you see her work tonight. She played your
Hmm.
wife in the show, Delilah, if I have it right, correct?
Delilah, yes.
She played
Yeah.
Delilah, and she gives such an amazing performance on top of sings. So
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
beautiful. I was like, okay, everyone, you're gonna be crying tonight. You've been warned. Um,
Drink like lots of water, guys. Drink lots of water.
don't get dehydrated. Um, let's see. What is the main takeaway you'd like people to receive from watching Terrence?
The main takeaway I would like people to receive from watching Terrence is to live every day like it's your last. And I don't mean that
Mm,
by living sporadically or doing anything crazy, but the people around you, if you live every day like it's your last, then you'll genuinely love those people in your life, and you will let them know it, number one. And just your actions, you'll be able to live such a much more abundantly life, and it'll be infectious. It'll cause the
mm,
people around you to do the same. And I feel like Terrence kind of didn't do it. He had to like kind of get some stuff out there, and it was a lesson to me. You
mm.
never know. So you want to show and tell the people in your life that you love them as much as possible. I love you, Danielle.
I love you, Jock. You are so amazing. Um, you have such a huge heart. My gosh. Whew. This is why I was like, I have to go live with you. We have to talk.
Yeah.
You're gosh, it's the best thing to take away, and every answer you have is amazing because it's so much between the character and then a life lesson is live it like it's your last. And I hope everyone watching this goes out and tells the people they love in their life that they love them. Sometimes we need a reminder.
Hmm. Yep.
um
This episode will be a reminder.
oh yeah, it will. A couple of Grey's, like Station 19 and Grey's, like fandom questions, and I don't know if are you a watcher of like Station 19 and Grey's?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, which character then would be your best friend in real life from both shows? And do not feel obligated to say me. Like I
In,
always have to put that
in,
out
in
there.
real life,
In real
um,
life, who would be your best friend from either show that you've watched and that you like? You'd be like, I'd be friends with that person.
Sullivan probably would be my best friend. Like
That's actually
Boris.
a really good choice.
Yeah, because we have similar demeanors when it comes to just
Yeah,
yeah, it's just kind of just
super chill.
just chill. Let's get it done. Let's do the job.
Yeah.
So I can see him
Yep.
being like a friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's actually a great answer. So you and Sullivan, you and Sully hanging out.
Yeah.
Um, and what was the most memorable moment you've ever watched from both shows? If you have one from Station 19 and Grey's.
Um, Most memorable moment. I don't know. They're all like such high stakes. I don't even know if I have a favorite. They're just so
Yeah,
like they all pull heartstrings.
they do.
So it's kind of hard to pick a favorite. I will say that Station 19, and I'm not just saying it because I was on a show, because I've been a fan of a few shows that I've been on, but Station 19 was one of the few shows that before I was on it, I would watch it and I would just commend the show on how balanced the characters are. And the writers do a great job of making you fall in love with each character. You know,
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yep.
the same, everybody's different, but they find a way to make you fall in love with each character. And so it makes you want to keep watching it. And yeah, so I would say like if I had to pick like a favorite, I would say like Ben Warren is probably my favorite just because of the crossover.
Yeah,
And I've never seen anything done like that in TV history before, me personally.
yeah.
So that was just unique in itself. So I love the fact that they did that.
That's awesome. That's awesome you bring it up, and you're right. It's never really been done so effortlessly before. It's usually really hard to do that. But if anyone could do it,
Yeah,
Jason George could do it. He's a
Jason
good
George is the man.
yeah, he's a good thread.
Yeah, love him.
And I love that. There was something else you had said in there too. Oh, the writers. The writers really are the heart of Station 19, and the fact that how they write the characters. And luckily, I'm going to go live with Xavier, the writer of tonight's episode, and we're going to
Oh
talk
my
about his
God,
amazing work.
Xavier, I love you. If you're man, you changed my life. You know, I truly believe that this role is the beginning of something great for me. So thank you,
I
Xavier.
believe that too. I believe that too. I'm sure we'll be talking about you later again and how amazing you did at the performance and the words that he wrote. You brought them to life, and so I can't wait for everyone to see it tonight. Is there anything you wanna leave the fans with for the final goodbye?
Man, Station 19 has very loyal fans. I found that out from my friends and family when I posted it, and they're blowing me up over and over, like so excited about the episode, and then just seeing, you know, the success of the show, and with it being the sister show of Grey's, and the fans of Station 19 are loyal for a reason because you know it's quality work that you guys do week in and week out. And I just want to say, you know, kudos to the fans. Thank you guys for continuing to support this show. And thank you guys who are going to tune in tonight and or later if you're watching it on Hulu to, you know, see Terrence Tillman. And I can't thank you enough. I'm humbled and I'm blessed to be in the position that I am to play this role. And I want all of you guys to reach out to me and let me know what do you think of Terrence after you see the show. And I promise I'll respond. I promise you.
You really do make it. You're so amazing as Terrence. I'm so excited for everyone to see it. You really brought this character to life and had me bawling my eyes out. And the fans really are the best fans. Station 19 fans are the best fans. So I can't wait for them to watch it tonight. I'll be talking to you after the
Definitely.
episode too. I want to know, Jock, what you think and to see your thoughts and everything. So I'll be talking to you tonight too.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Okay, it was so great talking to you. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning.
Oh man, we figured it out. It's cool.
We did. We did. Okay, have a great rest of your night and don't ever stop being you. You're amazing. You're absolutely amazing.
That means the world coming from you because you are too.
You've made a huge difference in my life, so thank you.
Thank you.
Whew, okay, I'll talk to you later, Jock.
All right.
Bye.